Yo, it's Overflow. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? Bring you another video. If you guys support the content, if you enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you guys could do me a favor, drop a like, make sure you're sub, follow me Twitter, Instagram, all those places. Everything is at Overflow. I'm verified now, so I feel real good about that. In the last Logan Paul versus KSI boxing event, I actually fought and pretty much defeated FaZe Sensei. I don't want to brag, but of course, it is now 2019 and the fight took place August 25th of 2018 with a rematch clause. There was the rematch that they wanted to get done. They wanted to do it during February, during summer, during November. There's a whole bunch of talks about when it's going to happen. I'm not really here to discuss when or if or what. The rematch is, from all resources that I know of, and remember, I was there, I have spoken with the management and all that. Personally, I don't mind a summer card or a November card like KSI was talking about. Apparently, JJ and Logan are having a little bit of contractual disputes with the actual event itself and when it should take place. But as far as I'm concerned, man, as long as it happens this year, I think the YouTube boxing thing is great. I think it's awesome for YouTubers. I think it's also awesome for people who are like gamers, because a large majority of these big YouTubers that are involved in this, at least from the last couple events, a lot of them start off as like gaming YouTubers, so it's kind of cool. It's pretty cool seeing them take on a different part of life. I really like that. If you guys don't know, I've actually been doing martial arts pretty much my whole life, mainly grappling martial arts, so like wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu. That's the main thing that I specialize in. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a huge part of my life. Pretty cool to see other YouTubers kind of take an interest in the martial art, in the fighting stuff. It's really cool to see the kind of merging of two worlds. I really enjoy that, and I want to see this boxing thing continue on and kind of become even bigger and better. There are some things that I want to cover, some things that I want to talk about with you guys, and I figured the best way to do this is I'm gonna vlog it. I'm just gonna talk to you. I want your opinions as well. What fights do you want to see on the next card? Are there certain fights you want to see the rematch happen? I think that we all agree that JJ versus Logan should probably happen again. I think that that's something we're all kind of on the same page on. That fight was so close, and it was pretty obvious how close it was. Clearly it was a draw, right? Obviously, I don't think anybody's saying no to that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, because obviously since we're here on my channel, I'm gonna talk about myself, right? Personally, I would love to do the rematch with FaZe Sensei. That's my #1 thing. That's what I would like to get. I'd like to do a rematch, but I want it different. Instead of amateur boxing like we did last time with the headgear and all that stuff, I want real boxing, no headgear. Just kidding. I would actually like it if we could do an amateur MMA match. So that's what I would prefer. I'm a heavy wrestler based martial artist, I guess you could say, grappling based martial artist over here. He's a heavy striking base. I think that that would be where the magic would happen. If we could get out there, we could do some MMA together. I think that that would be a huge drawing point for, I think the audience would love it. I think it would bring more eyes to the card. I think that we're the only ones really qualified to do that. And after talking with management, after talking with all the other FaZe guys, FaZe management, JJ's management, all of them, I even spoke to Logan a little bit, but I think that everybody thinks that that is an awesome idea. I think that everybody thinks that that is a very cool idea. I think that we can make it. I think we can make it so that it's fair, it's safe, just like the boxing guys with the headgear or whatever. We can do whatever it needs to be done, but I want to do the MMA rematch. That would be really cool for me, myself, and I. If we can't do it, they want to stick strictly to boxing, then I'm more than down. I actually talked a little bit with Scarce. I believe I weighed in at 184 and he weighed in like 175 or 173 or something like that for the boxing fight. He's another big name, and I gotta say, he's Drama Alert's competitor, and as you guys know, Keemstar is like one of my best friends. And so Scarce, as much as I love you, bro, I gotta say, you're one of my best friend's rivals, so I'm ready to box you, man. I'll drop down to 170 for you. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm like 215 right now. I ate good over winter. I've been eating good, you know. This is my normal walk around weight, somewhere around 210, 215-ish, but I always have fought at 185s, and I've actually even fought lower than that at 178s before. 170 should be no problem. I've done it forever. So yeah, anybody who wants to fight anywhere from 175 pounds to 215 pounds, let me know. I'm totally into it. MMA rematch, FaZe Sensei, boxing, Scarce. or Jenna Marbles' boyfriend. I hear that you're almost the same guy as me. For some reason you got a purple ponytail, little man bun. You're also a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. Hey man, if we want to do something else, switch it up, we could actually totally have a chokehold only session in between the boxing matches. Attempt to choke Jenna Marbles' boyfriend, and he attempts to hug me to death. So if you guys are into that, I'm also into that. Face Sensei, Scarce, Jenna Marbles' boyfriend, and or any other YouTubers that would love to box. I'm pretty much into it. I'm super down. I've spoken with management. Management is down. I told them I'm 100% with it. Pretty important people on the card. Clearly at the top of the card, we're gonna have the JJ versus Logan Paul rematch. That's gotta be number one. That's up there, right there at the very, very top. There's not much to say about that, besides the fact that I wanna see it. Like Logan, JJ is one of my, he's the homie, all right? JJ is the homie. I don't really know Logan that well. I've talked to him a little bit on Twitter. We've spoken a couple times at like parties and stuff. Nice to me, very nice guy. Seems like I would high five him, you know what I mean? Step completely back. Their first match was so close. I don't know which way it goes. So I'm excited to see that rematch. If Jake Paul's fighting again, he's going to be the second ranked guy, especially depending on who he's fighting. So as we've heard, he's been calling out Conor McGregor's jiu-jitsu guy. Also Dylan Danis, bro. Why are you attempting to box Jake Paul when you could be fighting me in jiu-jitsu, bro? And for some reason he wants to fight him in boxing, which is interesting. But way bigger than that, obviously, is FaZe Banks. If you guys don't know, the whole FaZe Banks Jake Paul drama goes way, way back. So much stuff has happened between Clout Gang, Team 10, Jake Paul, Banks, Alyssa Violet. That has to be the fight to make. We haven't really heard that much about it, besides they call each other out here and there a little bit, but there's never been a formal like, yes, we're doing this kind of moment for that. So as far as I'm concerned, that's gotta be on the official card right there. JJ, Logan Paul. Banks versus Jake Paul. I'm friends with the FaZe guys. All the FaZe guys are like 100% some of my good friends. So I gotta side with Banks. I actually have never even spoken to Jake, so that's probably fair, and you guys probably could have guessed that I would have sided with Banks. And also, if you guys don't know, Banks is like 6'6", 6'5", 6'6". He's a big guy. He's a tall guy. He does not really have any formal training from what I know. I just really believe you give Banks a few months of training. I think that that height factor and that size factor is just too much to overcome, because as far as somebody who's been doing martial arts for a long time, there comes a level when you can no longer defeat somebody purely based off their size. So if I were to fight somebody right now that weighed 300 pounds that had zero martial arts experience, it'd be a tough battle. But you give that guy a few months experience, 6 months experience, something like that, that's gonna be extremely difficult to pull off. Once you start adding up size and weight and all that, it makes it very, very tough. You give Banks a few months, you factor in his size advantage, his height, his reach. I just think that I think Banks takes it, man. I still think that Keemstar should get in a fight. He always says, oh, I'm too old, bro, but I will go out there, train with you again, and I think that Keemstar should definitely get in the ring. Keemstar, he's only like 35, man. You got like a solid 7 years of your prime left, bro. You can get in there and box a little bit. I think Keemstar should take on somebody. Oh, Michael McCrudden. Keemstar versus Michael McCrudden. That sounds amazing right there. I want to see that on the official fight card. I think that it would be awesome to see Rice fight like an iDubbbz, and he said he'd be down to box, but it would have to be for the right paycheck. Obviously, we all know Rice, right? Biggest, youngest flexor in the world. Some of these new guys get in the ring too, right? So I would love to see like a FaZe Tfue versus like Daquan or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Mr. Tfue versus Daquan. Oh my god, Mr. Beast. Who could Mr. Beast fight? If Mr. Beast got in there and fought like, okay, so Mr. Beast is like clickbait, but it's like real clickbait where you click Mr. Beast versus Lance 2010 or whatever, 210, boom. The king of clickbait versus real clickbait. Right? Is that how that worked? Bro, that'd be amazing. I think if we get some new blood Fortnite guys in there, right? I think that would be really cool. And then if we could get like Mr. Beast, oh my god. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing stuff out there. If you don't like it, throw it right back at me. But I think that I just came up with some this official fight card. I'm all for it. I'm really excited about the possibilities coming 2019 for this year. I think this boxing event, this YouTube boxing event, is too huge to not have another one this year. And 100% I'm in. And in the comment section below, I want you to let me know, who do you want to see me fight? who do you want to see fight on the card? Do you have any opponents for me? Do you have any like dream matchups or whatever? Either way, let me know. I'm super interested in what you guys have to say. I'll be reading the comments. Please give me a follow. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, all those things. Everything's at Overflow. Use code FLOW on G Fuel, SCUF, and Kontrol Freeks. Either way, I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. You guys are absolutely beautiful. I'm exhausted. It's like 9 in the morning and I haven't slept yet. I love y'all. Y'all are absolutely beautiful and I am over it and out.